Hi everyone, I want to share a quick at-home workout that you can do 2-3 times a week in addition to what you're already doing, or maybe for a beginner as a standalone program. All you're going to need is a Swiss ball, a little bit of floor space, and it's not essential, but if you have something like a band, we're going to do a few rows, some sort of band, and I'm going to do a little general warm-up with a jump rope. You could also do calisthenics, jumping jacks. If you don't have a jump rope, just follow along with some jumping jacks, something like that. So we're gonna start 2 to 3 minutes of general warm up. I'm on the rope, just doing some single unders. You can follow along. I might not go the full 2-3 minutes that I would normally like on a general warm up, but get close. Some high knees, jogging in place. It's also good here. I'll go through a couple of those. If you have a jump rope, just continue. If not, high knees, up into the chest, moving your arms. Get tired there, transition to some butt kicks. Hips forward, knees pointed down. Jumping jacks, arms nice and straight. And I'm gonna get back on the rope. I'm doing single unders. I like to mix it up a little bit. Alternating bounce. If you're using a jump rope, keep your hands low, about hip level. Depends how long your rope is. Just forward to the midline. A little more advanced, but if you want to try some double unders, that's always good for a quick warm up. Okay, back to some singles. Fast singles are good. Kind of intermediate step. You're not quite the doubles yet. Keeping your body nice and long. Don't let a jackhammer be shortening your body. Stay long. And another 20 doubles to finish off our warm up. Good, done. Let's move into 20 body weight squats. Come down, keeping your knees out, in line, moving in line with your toes. Tall chest for 20. There's 5. Ten more. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold down the bottom. Stretch out the hips, knees, ankles. And let's just squat to stand. We'll just come up a little bit, release. Stretch the hamstrings out a little bit. And back to the floor. Grab your Swiss ball. We're going to start with some hamstring curls. So you'll place your legs on the ball, feet parallel. I like to put the ball right underneath my Achilles, kind of just below the ankle there. Arms out, palms up, open through your chest. We'll start with 5 straight leg bridges. Simply bridging the hips up in line between your ankles, knees, and shoulders. Back to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Exhale back down. We'll do one more. Inhale up and hold. Check in with your hips. Make sure you have a little bit of that posterior pelvic tilt. You're not getting too arched in your lower back. Hold there for another couple breaths. Legs really straight, engage to the quads. Make sure your feet are parallel. Chest open. And back down to the floor. Okay. The hamstring curl. Come into that same bridge. Hips in line between your ankles, knees, and shoulders. Now dig in with your heels. Roll the ball into your hips. Keeping your hips in line between your knees and shoulders. Extend back out. There's one. We'll go 15. Five. Ball starts to slip away, just simply choke up on it, walk your feet up onto it a little bit. 5 more. There's 5. 4, legs out nice and straight. 3, 2, last one, we'll hold up at the top. Try to keep the glutes engaged, that pelvic tilt going. Keep a little space underneath your neck. Extend back out straight and lower to the floor. All right, walk the ball in to your hips. Take a gentle twist, a couple times each side. Let your knees fall to the left as you gaze towards the right, keeping your right shoulder down. Smoothly bring it back through the center. Other side. Center. One more time, knees left. Gaze right, right shoulder stays down. Palms up, shoulders flat. Back through the center. Knees right. Left shoulder down. And center. Okay. Go ahead and roll onto your side. We're going to come up. Our next exercise is the Swiss ball jackknife or knee tuck. We're going to place the ball under your shins and come into a high plank position like a push-up. So we'll have your shoulders stacked right over your elbows, right over your hands. Want to have a nice hollow plank position here. Don't sag down through the middle, like arching your low back. So really tighten your abdomen. From this position, we'll roll the knees in and then extend back out. Staying tight in your core the whole time. That was 1, 10 reps. 2, 3, full extension. 4, 5, 6, 8, couple more. Gonna hold on this last one. Holding that long plank, really pressing away through your shoulders, protracted, tight belly. A few little pulses, just lift your belly button up an inch or 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, just release, slowly come out. All right, now we're gonna take a band, if you have one for rows. If you don't have something that'll work that way, you could even take a weight, dumbbells, do some bent over rows. Just want to get a pulling movement in here. So I'm going to take this light band. These could be the bands that hook in a door frame or anything like that. And we'll do 15 reps here. Pulling, let the shoulder blades come forward, but we're going to keep a little bit of that posterior pelvic tilt again. I like to use a split stance, hips square, and we're going to pull, retract the shoulders, forward. 15. 3, 4, With the inhales to pull. 7, one more. 8, go ahead and switch legs if you're doing a split stance. Last 2 reps. Inhale, pull, big squeeze, pinch between your shoulder blades. And release. Okay, 10 push-ups. Basic push-up. Again, plant your hands right underneath your elbows and shoulders. Want to be a little protracted through the shoulder blades, so push away through your shoulder blades. Legs nice and straight. A little pelvic tilt here as well. And then lower chest to floor. 10 reps. If you need to scale to the knees, if you do so, just keep that hollow position. Keep your belly engaged. There's 5. Do 5 more from the toes. Last 1. And back to squats. 20 reps. Here we go. 5. 10. Keep those knees tracking over your feet, your toes. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your ball. Second set of hamstring curls. As before, same setup. Your calves are kind of just above the ankle on the ball. Shoulders back and down. Maybe pinch your shoulder blades together a little bit. And we'll bridge your hips in line between your ankles, knees, and shoulders. Make sure we've got the glutes engaged, not getting overly arched through your low back. Pull the heels in. And 2. 5. Again, walk your feet up on the ball a little more. It tends to go away. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Bring it in, squeeze, keep those hips up, glutes engaged. Extend your legs all the way back out, super straight. And lower back down to the floor. Walk the ball in. Another gentle twist, twice in each direction. Smooth the hands up a little bit. Knees to the left, gaze over your right. Back through the center. Knees right, gaze left. Center. Knees left, gaze right. Shoulders flat. Last time, knees right, gaze left. Center. And we'll roll back on up. One more set of the jackknife or knee tuck. Place the ball under your shins, kind of right between your knees and your ankles. We're in that high plank position, pressed away from the floor. Maybe do a few scap push-ups here just to feel that. We're gonna hold in that protracted position. I like to even rotate the crease of my elbow forward a little bit. Really get stable through your shoulders. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Knees in. Nothing else changes. Knees back out. That's 1. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Gonna hold on the last one. Extend out, hold in that high plank, tight belly. Just pulse your belly button up just a few inches. Strong shoulders, straight legs. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll step off. Back to our rows. Set your band up, just about sternum height, maybe a little lower. Again, I like taking that split stance, making sure I'm not just arching too much through my low back here. So staying strong and stable through your low back, pelvis, and then really moving through the shoulders, scapulas, and pull. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch legs. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big pinch between your shoulder blades. And release. Okay. Hit the deck again for push-ups. Just 10, your 10 best push-ups. High plank position. I'm gonna go ahead and do all these off the feet, off the toes. The other thing I like to do is really ground through your thumb and index finger. Hands really flat, stretching out the wrists here a little bit. Head up, tight core, squeeze your glutes a bit, and chest to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press up. Let's hold in that high plank. Really push through the shoulders. Tight core. And release. Okay. One more set of squats. 20. 1. 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, all the way down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we'll finish up 2 of my favorite core exercises on the ball, crunches. Simple exercise, but it always surprises me how many people don't really get the maximum benefit out of this. On the ball, you're gonna really wrap around, get that full extension, full flexion of the lumbar spine. Okay, so we'll set up, press your lower back into the ball, and then we're just gonna extend back and around. I can feel the ball from my sacrum all the way up to my shoulder blades. Gently support your head or keep your chin tucked. We don't want to let your head fall way back and make you dizzy, a few things. So stay engaged in your neck. And we're going to extend and crunch up. Okay, so you should feel the ribs moving towards your hips, towards your pubic bone, and then extend away and flex forward. So extend back and around the ball, and then flex forward, crunch, keeping your glutes tight, pelvis isn't moving, just moving from the top down. That's maybe what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go to 15. 10. I like putting one hand on my ribs, one hand just on my pelvis. 5 more, I can really feel that contraction. Slow, deliberate, full range of motion. 3 more. Last one. Big extension, keep your neck engaged. Big squeeze. Tight, 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 tight. And we'll sit up out of it. Okay, side crunch. This next one is tricky to get into. Frustrating at first, the first few times you do it. Got one of our big blocks in the gym here. So this thing weighs like 80 pounds. But you'll want to do this against a wall, preferably. And we're just going to set your bottom leg forward, foot flat against the wall. And then stack your hips, soften your top knee. And then this whole top leg actually just kind of falls in right behind your bottom leg. Get the ball position so your hips are angled right to the center of the ball. A lot of times it's too far back and it spins behind you, you lose balance. So usually you have to nudge that ball forward a little bit, like so. And then your hips can stack right in the middle. Find balance. Okay. Right there, your obliques will be turned on already. Bring your fingertips to your temples. And then we're gonna extend around the ball. Sometimes I like to slide that bottom elbow out of the way. Get this big stretch. 10 reps each side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. Big stretch, big extension, and crunch back up. Okay. And then simply turn it around. So you could go to an opposite wall or just turn your whole body. In my case, I'll turn, set that bottom foot flat against the wall, or block in my case, stack the hips. Top leg is not doing too much, it's just sort of stacked in behind. Get set. Same thing, let's extend over the ball. 1. Sometimes the ball's too close too, you can move it out a little bit. Okay, don't worry, it's not gonna go shooting out from you. 2, 3, 4. Last 3. Last 1. Really extend, 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 extend. Feel that stretch. And squeeze back up. Okay. 1 more set of crunches. As before. Set up. I like my shins vertical with vertical, perpendicular to the ground. Make it a little bit easier. You can have your hips a little below your shoulders, so you're not too far back over the ball. Okay, but we can still get this good movement through your core. So let's set up there and then focus on that range of motion, extending back and around the ball. Fingertips at your temples, roll back up. There's 1, 2, we're on 15. 5, 6, 7, 10. Like to exhale a little bit at the top and then get that air back in the lungs. Last 5. 3 more. 2. Last one, extending, extending, extending. And roll back up, crunch, 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 crunch. Don't sit up, just keep crunching. Ribs to your pelvis. And release. Last set of side crunches. 10 each side. Again, make sure the ball's not too close. That's a common problem. And make sure it's not too far back. That's the other common problem. Stack your hips. Okay? Pelvic tilt is important here too. We don't want to be, if we straighten this back leg out too much, you can tend to arch your back, kind of throw your belly forward. So we want to stay a little tighter. So I like to keep this top knee soft, bottom leg really straight. We're working through this inner thigh all the way up to these opposite obliques. So we're set up, ball's not too close, and then we're going to extend, wrapping around the ball, come through that nice neutral midpoint, and then reach, 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 to that top armpit, open up. There's 1, 2, 3. Last 2, last 1, lifting through that top shoulder, up and over and around, big stretch, squeeze back up. Okay, other side. Turning again, you might be on an opposite wall, or you're flipping over. So legs are reversed, bottom leg forward, top leg back. Keep that bottom foot flat against the wall. Your anchor point, stacking that top leg behind it. It's pretty relaxed, just more for balance. Hips centered on the ball. And here we go for 10. Up, over, and around. There's 1, 2. Last 3 reps. Slow, deliberate. Open it up, come to the midpoint, and then over and around. Big squeeze, last 1. Leading with that top shoulder. Open, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Big crunch. And release. Okay. Good, so quick, simple workout. That can be in addition to what you're already doing. None of the sets and reps there are going to be too much for anything. If you're new to Swiss ball work or new to an exercise program in general, that could be a good way to get started. Thanks. We'll see you next time.